I'm here with Ashley today. She is our makeup artist, our friend for many years, and today we are showing a natural summer glow.
Yes. Shine, shine, shine. All right, so eye patches on.
Necessity.
Yes.
I probably put eye patches on or some kind of like under eye mask at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh yeah.
Gotta keep that moist.
Yeah, these ones are great too because they're the Peter Thomas Roth ones and they have hyaluronic in it, so it actually brightens the skin instantly. We're just putting a little moisturizer onto the skin and we're doing a nice little prep because for a nice, beautiful, glowy skin, you need to have a good foundation of lots of moisture. So we have moisture here, we're putting moisture here, and then we're just gonna do a little on the lip and then we will begin our makeup. So a little Lucas Pawpaw.
What is this stuff?
It's an ointment from Australia and it's really hydrating.
Why do you like this one versus something else?
A lot of them are really slick. This one's actually moisturizing and it stays in the lip a lot longer than other ones.
It's even good for insect bites and splinters.
It's an all-around product. Now we've had this on for at least 10 minutes. I'll remove these. And then you always want to massage that into the skin as well. Especially the ones with the brightening agents, because then you can kind of get a little brightness there, so just make sure it's all blended in. So for foundation, what would you say your kind of issues are if you have?
I have a lot of redness in my skin, and it's just always been that way. And so usually for me, it's covering up redness. And then sometimes, I don't have it right now, but around that time of the month with hormones, my skin always changes. So sometimes I get a really red chin. And that just started happening like 6 months ago. I don't know where that came from. Just welcomed it.
Showed up and
there it is. So yeah, it's just covering up any redness to make my skin pretty even.
More even, yeah. So in general, if you have more red in the skin, then you want to add more of a yellow base to kind of neutralize that color. So we use a lot of yellows with you.
Okay.
And then we're just going to use a wet sponge. And you can kind of start wherever and just pressing it into the skin.
So what are your thoughts, sponge versus using your fingers and just lathering it on?
Sponge.
Sponge all the way?
100% all the way.
Besides sanitary reasons,
Yes.
also just application.
You're definitely going to get a better application because especially if you wet the sponge first, it absorbs the water and so it transfers more of the product back to you. Where if you're using your fingers, you're going to get more, it's going to be more streaky. You're just not going to get that blended look the same way. And then you just want to keep working it into the skin. So starting with less and building up to more where you need it. But you literally are just pressing, pressing, pressing.
I know I always add more like on my cheeks because they're even more like red. And then like my chin when it's really red.
Yeah, and you can kind of use that rosiness too. Like you can go over it a little bit and then kind of work around the edge to still get a little bit of that blushy look. But definitely knocking out any redness, making it soft and pretty. So then we're just gonna go in with a little concealer. And then I usually like to break down the product a little bit on the brush so that you don't get a big swipe of it. And then start wherever you need the most concealing. And just kind of pat it out. And everyone has a little bit of that purple or blue undertone under the eye. So using something with a little bit more peach or orange is going to help neutralize that color. And then for this look especially, we're doing beautiful, clean, dewy, so we want to keep all of the products that we choose to have a dewier finish.
So what kind of cover up is that makes it more dewy than?
So this one is a Laura Mercier product. So it's Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer.
Okay.
And there's definitely heavier concealers, so you want to test them out to see, because some of them have like more of a powdery finish. And I don't really like powdery finishes under the eye because it kind of collects in those little like fine lines and delicate skin that is under the eye. So you want to keep everything really creamy under the eye. And then I would say, like, if you're going to use your fingers anywhere, it can kind of be to just pat out an edge, because that will give you a little bit of a diffused look. And then for putting product on, you would use a brush. But you also want to just play with it and see the difference that each, like using a brush, using your fingers, it's all going to have a different finish. So knowing how it kind of looks, you just want to play with it. And we're going to go around the nose. So everyone kind of gets a little bit of breakthrough redness kind of through their T-zone, around the nose, on the chin. So you want to make sure to get those, because that's where you're going to have, like, especially if you're using a natural dewy foundation everywhere else, you want to have a little bit of extra coverage just in those areas.
My little red spot on the tip of my nose.
Just a little bit.
That's
off.
another thing that disappeared like a year ago or 2 years ago.
You're Christmassy all the time.
I know.
Okay, so a little brightening powder for under the eyes. Are you saying this is a fave for you?
Yeah, I have that at home. I use it every day. I probably learned it from you. I was like, where did I? Probably on set. How does that brighten? Like, what does it do?
There's like a reflective agent in there, so it actually reflects light back with these really, really small particles. So for this, like, you want to make it super simple and easy, where it's just brightening ever so slightly. We're not going to do a lot of powder for this look because it's clean, healthy, dewy skin, so you want to actually see that shine coming through. So we're really only going to lighten on the T-zone and let everything else about your skin just shine, shine, shine. So now we're just going to add a little quick color to the cheeks. And you'll smile slightly, dab on the color first, and then wipe off any extra product, and then start to work it into the skin, right on the apples of the cheek.
That's my thing. Where all do you put blush? Like, just the apple, or do you spread it through the cheekbone a little, or how do you do it?
It depends it depends what you want the look to be. If you want the look to be a little bit sweeter, a little bit friendlier, then you're gonna stay more on the apples of the cheeks. You can kind of blend up a little bit. If you're doing more of an evening look, you kind of want to start out a little bit further and just do a nice soft wash going back. So here's gonna have it be a little more cute and sweet. And you're gonna be cute and sweet today. So that will be blush, and then one of our all-time favorite products. This is Living Luminizer by RMS, and this is what's gonna have your skin be glowy, dewy, amazing, beautiful. And we're just gonna put that right on the highlight, right on the top of the cheekbone. And then you kind of just work around that edge, blending it out so it's nice and soft. You can even put a little bit on to the arch of the brow. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm kind of squishing the brush so that it's a little bit flatter, and then just going right on that cheekbone and then blending out that edge with my finger. A little bit onto the highlight of the brow bone. And then if you turn a little bit, like you can really start to see that sheen. Yes. And then we're not doing eyes, but we can just do a little favorite other highlighty places. So look all the way up, and we'll just do a tiny bit on the inner corner of the eye, and then a tiny bit on the Cupid's bow. And then you're glowing.
Yes. Thank you, Ashley.
Of course.
And we are going to be doing more beauty tutorials. So comment below, let me know what you want to see next. And also make sure you upload if you do this look.
Yes.
It's so simple and it's only a few products and anyone can do it. Thank you.